Ifako Ijaiye local government organized official bid opening ceremony.
Today, I was representing the council manager, Mr. Adesanya Akim, at the opening of contract of roads bidding that the state government are mandatory that each local government must have a road at which they'll be doing every year. So the bidding of submission, the box was open today.
Ifako Ijaiye local government organized the official bid opening ceremony for the construction of AKANBI Babanisha Street in the Jushaga area of Ifako Ijaiye local government. The chairman of the bid committee, who is also the council manager of Ifako Ijaiye local government, Mr. Akim Adesanya, was ably represented by the HOD Environment Services Sanitarium Dr. Cyril Akinyele. He said the purpose of the program was to open and read out the bid price and bid security in transparency manner in accordance with the state law.
The construction of the road as published on the nation's newspaper dated 29 January 2024. As enshrined in Lagos State Local Council Administrative Guidelines 2011 and Lagos State Public Procurement Law 2021 as amended, this committee is saddled with the responsibility of opening the bids on construction of AKANBI Babanisha Street, Iju Road in the presence of stakeholders and the bidders. The proposed road for construction after completion will ease the hold-up which are experienced in the other roads and will boost revenue generation of both the local government and Lagos state government at large, because revenue collectors will have access to the ratepayer and to also give rooms for economic development.
Mrs. Awoni Akrele said the executive chairman and the council manager were absent at the event because they had other official assignments to attend to.
So, once again, let us be well seated and see what our committee is going to do by opening the bid for all of us to see. Once again, the chairman is absent, the council manager is absent, they are also on official duty, so here they are well represented here. We are going to have a level playing ground for all the contractors here today. And all of you, I know you are all competent and you have all submitted all your documents here. So we are going to look through it and the bid will be open in the presence of all of us here. And so that there will be no hanky-panky or favoritism here this morning. So there's nothing much to say than to go straight to what we're here to do.
After the locked bid box was presented, the key to the box was handed over to the procurement officer by the representative of the bid committee chairman in the person of Dr. Cyril Akinyele.
Thank you very much. For you to see the transparency, the key of the bid board among this with the council manager. For transparency, we releasing the key officially today to the procurement. One of the contractors should open the key. Are these the contractors?
Yes. Yes.
Give it to one of the contractors to open. Give it to the filling.
The bid box was opened by one of the bidders, while the bid envelope were retrieved from the box by yet another bidder.
Okay. The next stage is to bring out the bid inside the box. Turn it this way. Turn it this way. Turn it this way. Yeah. That is. So we have 3 packs from the contractor.
A total of 3 bid envelopes were retrieved from the box, representing the 3 bidders for the construction of AKANBI Babanisha Street in Iju Ishaga under Ifako Ijaiye local government. Grace Ball Construction Limited had a bid letter, bid amount of 745,475,627 naira 99 kobo. No bid security and no discount.
Grace Ball Construction Company Limited. And the amount bidded for the contract sum is 745,475,627.98 kobo. Okay, the next thing is to look at the bid security as it was advertised in the nation. The bid security also will be attached. Then there is no, I cannot find any bid security here. There is no bid security here.
The next bidder was Tycap Nigeria Limited, who had a bid letter, bid amount of 736,240,269 naira 71 kobo.
The second company that submitted is Tycap. That's T-A-I-K-E-A-B. Tycap Nigeria Limited. So we look at the contract sum of the Tycap Nigeria Limited. The contract sum is 240,269 naira 71 kobo. Again, 736,240,269 naira 71 kobo. Yes. Construction of road at AKANBI, Yetunde Babarisa Street, Iju. Yes. It has discount of 5%. Please, let's take it. Discount of 5%. Discount of 5%. So the next thing is to look for the security bond. Okay. Seems it has security. There is security bond. You can see this security is 3,681,201.34 kobo.
Uba Ragged Nigeria Enterprise had a bid letter. Bid amount was erroneously written as 748,340,531 naira 99 kobo.
The first thing we look at is the bid letter also. This one is by Uba Ragged Nigeria Enterprise. Uba Ragged Nigeria Enterprise. Construction of road at AKANBI, Yetunde Babarisa Street. So 748,340,531 naira 91 kobo.
As it was written.
Yes.
As it was written.
Yes. In figure. What about in words? In word is 748,340,531 naira 91 kobo.
What about in figure?
There's no problem, please. Just write. No, that will be dealt with when we get to evaluation, please.
Okay.
We are here just to open the bid and read the amounts and the bid security.
Okay. 748.
Okay. In figure is 748,340,531 naira 91 kobo. Then it was 748,340,531 naira 91 kobo. Please, did we get that?
You cannot get it. I should. You can't get it. You are not get more than 40 minutes.
What happened?
No, I'm saying
What happened? What was written as it is in that?
yes, is that
We have heard, but we didn't get it.
So he has written the figure.
we are written in figure and you will
We get it the way she wanted us to get it.
Oh, yeah.
no, they cannot defend them, please. There's no problem.
No defense here.
This is not the end of it.
Oh, yeah.
Then for the bill security, and he also has 5% discounts. Yes, 5% discounts. Then the bill security, 3,041,702 naira 65 kobo. From the same. Yes, we have come to the end of the package.
The bid committee chairman in the person of Dr. Cyril Akinyele.
The bids.
Yes, the bid.
Thank you very much. You are all there, and we say that it's very transparent, and every bidder is on seat. The press are on seat. The committee were on seat, and even for its transparency, the bid box was opened by one of the bidders, and all the bidders' envelopes was removed after being opened by one of the bidders to show the transparency, and it was open in the presence of everybody. Transparency is the watchword of Ifako Ijaiye local government, and that is our motto.
While making a comment on the process, a representative of one of the bidders, Mrs. Omolara Oladele, acknowledged the transparency of the process and praised the committee for a well-done job.
My name is Omolara Oladele from Bragging 2. I'm the secretary.
Speaking to the press, the representative of Local Government Service Commission, in the person of Mr. Ambali Taufik, praised the efforts of the bid committee. He particularly noted the orderliness and transparency of the process.
The bid opening taking place at Ifako local government on the 114 roads, construction being advertised last month, 29 January to be specific. And the bid opening is taking place today at the Ifako local government conference room at 10 o'clock. So what I observe here today is that they follow the due process. The procurement law said that you should give all the bidders equal opportunity, fairness, and be transparent enough. From what I observe here today, the local government has been transparent enough in their dealings. So the boss were brought here, the key were handed over by the bidding committee chairman, that is the council manager, represented by the HOD environment, Dr. Cyril, who presented the key to the procurement officer, and they opened the boss right in front of all the bidders and we observer and the other stakeholders present. So everybody was amazed and they were happy. So there was no complaint. Thereafter, they read the bid one after the others. So the bid price was read out. So all the bidders representative, the contractor there, they have tested to it and they were okay.
As we can all see that we opened bid from 3 bidders, and the box was sealed. It was opened by the head of procurement officer, where all the bid was bring out and numbering 1 to number 3. So we start to open it one after the other, and it was transparent. The process was very transparent.
The vice chairman of Ifako Ijaiye local government, in the person of Mrs. Oluwatoyin Awoni Akirele, who represented the executive chairman, Prince USMAN AKANBI HAMZAT, thanks the bid committee.
You were all witnesses to what happened this morning, that it was a very transparent and straightforward process. What happened, all the contractors were there, and all of us too were there to witness it. So there was no hanky-panky, and we have promised them it's going to be a level playing ground. It's going to go to evaluation committee, also to the tenders. So everything will be done very rightly.
So what do you say will be the next line of action after this presentation, sir?
Well, it's two way. You have done with the first part of it, that is bidding, opening, so to the members of the public and the present. The next thing now is the technical aspect of the procurement, which has to do with the evaluation of the bid. So, and that has to do with the responsibility of the evaluation subcommittee of the local government, which comprises of the legal representative from the local government, representative from the finance account, the procurement, the user department, which happens to be the works, and the technical expert from the local government, which happens to be the council engineer. Those are the members of the evaluation subcommittee as recognized by the law under Section 36 of the Lagos State Public Procurement 2021 as amended.
Okay, looking at the city bidders, having presented their own stuff, logistic and otherwise, we can see that one of them is having, we say, 40-something in terms of not presenting one of the requirements. What do you have to say about this? Will you say it could lead to a kind of an automatic disqualification or what?
No, that is not for me to determine. When it gets to the evaluation committee, they will sit down properly, look at it properly, and when it's well evaluated, it can now come to tenders. So they have the right to tell us.
About the process, this is still the first stage of the process. We are still going to evaluation stage. But during our readout, there is some of the bidder that did not have the security, but that is when we get to evaluation stage, the evaluation committee will decide on what to do, because there is requirements from the adverts that all the bidder must include in their package. While not all the bidder that has all the documents, but that will be determined by the evaluation committee.
But looking at
the only purpose of this bid open is to read out the bid price of all the bidders, the contractors, and also look at the security bid that is being packaged along with their bids.
You can see that the local government has been so trying in the area of road rehabilitation and construction, looking at Iyowa, Uyemekun, Mojisola, and the rest. Then there is probably, just like I just asked, there has been a kind of other routes, just like I said. People were thinking that maybe the local governments are not really willing to come to the rescue, like that street, that doll, and that area. What consideration do you have in that aspect?
That is very wrong that the local government is not willing. We have limited resources, and we're going to be doing it one after the other. We're going to touch every part of the local government. We can't do it once at a time. So one after the other, definitely we're going to get there. Speaking to the press, bid committee chairman in the person of Dr. Cyril Akinyele.
Looking at other routes that we still have in this local government, what plan do you think the local government have about this?
If you look at our various roads in the Ifako Ijaiye local government, our chairman have been performing very well in making sure that those ones that needs to be repaired, we have been repairing roads, constructing drainages, and all other things. And our roads, if you look at them in few weeks' time, the chairman will be opening some roads that have been repaired and reconstructed. The work is ongoing, and the chairman will continue to do the best for Ifako Ijaiye people.
Mr. Ambali Taufik, a director from Local Government Service Commission, who has this to say. It will be your word of advice to whoever that happens to be the winner of the bid and the loser. What will be your word of advice?
The local government have started well. They've advertised according to the procedure. They've advertised. They're giving them enough period to respond, and they have responded well. And the next thing is that the local government have do the deed process by opening the bid right in front of all the contractors that bidded. The next thing is for the technical committees, the evaluation committee, to come up with their findings. So my advice to the would-be successful bidder is to make sure that they do a quality job for the local government. So having quoted their price during the bidding process, the next thing, while they are executing the project, they should do the quality job so that the local government can achieve value for the money and the people at the grassroots can feel the dividend of the democracy.
Speaking to the press,
to look at the road, Mojisola, Oyemekun, Ibari, and the rest. That is in what area of C1 in one area of the government. Then the other road that I see open to be worked on, sir. How soon and what will you advise the people living in that community?
We are still in the first quarter of the year. The year is still running. We are still very young. So before the end of the year, we'll reach to all other areas. It is one step after the other.